I've got with me Jennifer Shelber, and we're going to be making... Oh, that's my wife.
Nuh-uh.
She does the editing.
Don't believe him.
So when you look at the end of this episode in the credits and it still says Douglas Peterson...
Hey, it took me forever to put him in there. It's
like
going to take just as long to...
Yeah, and everyone's like, Peter was in last week and it said Douglas. Ha ha.
It's got to be Eric.
Yeah, because there's no cha-chings all week because we're recording on a Saturday.
No.
Nobody buys stuff at the store on a Saturday.
So you got to laugh like a lunatic every time your phone cha-chings.
I don't know if I have to.
Something.
This is called the Big Oddoski. And I had to do this after they left.
Yeah, I don't know any Big Lebowski quotes, so...
That's a good thing. This is from Antonin. 2 ounces of Oddka salted corn... 2 ounces of Oddka salty caramel popcorn vodka.
Ew.
That's why I didn't let her know what it was until now.
QOTD on the screen.
Question of the day! Oh.
Too hard to figure out.
It said, leave it to Jen to remember the question of the day.
Oh. Don't leave it to me.
2 ounces of the salty caramel popcorn vodka.
Yeah.
1/4 ounce of coffee liqueur, 1/4 ounce of butterscotch schnapps, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, 3/4 ounce of heavy cream, 1 ounce of milk, as if the heavy cream wasn't good enough, and we're going to do a pinch of salt, top with Coke.
Seriously?
Garnished with sugary popcorn, which we don't have.
What are you doing to us, Antonin?
No sugary popcorn. So we're gonna.
Oh yeah, you do.
We have
The
sugary
kids have
popcorn.
Cracker Jacks upstairs.
Is that considered sugary popcorn?
That's pretty sugary. I wouldn't put it on the garnish though. It's
I don't
kind of
even
nasty.
know how. Yeah, you guys can do that at home. Here, we're gonna build this real fast because.
We are.
This is gonna be nasty. So, here.
I can't. I can only do measures that are on the glass.
Then do 2 ounces. Oh, I see what you're saying. Here, you do this.
Okay. Ew, this is nasty. When did you get this?
What?
When did you get? Why
like
is
a
he
year.
upside down?
Like a year ago. I don't know. You're asking questions I don't have the answer to.
Oh, it smells like popcorn. Actually, yeah, it smells like the movie theater when there's a bunch of people chewing popcorn.
So it smells like popcorn breath?
Yes.
So there's our, we're going to use, why doesn't this go back on anymore? Oh, because it goes to this. They can do that all day long. So we got our coffee liqueur. We're using the Galliano. Simple syrup. We're going to do a 4 ounce of that. Biatch. And then we've got...
I can do the 1 ounce of milk.
Then we've got a 1/4 ounce of the buttery scotch. So I don't know if it's going to be sweet or salty or what.
Your taste buds aren't going to know. They're going to be all confused.
Yep. Your taste buds are going to be all in the what? A pinch of salt.
Might be good. You know, people like salty and sweet.
All I've got is iodized salt. So
Like, throw it over your shoulder.
I don't want to. I want to put it in the drink. 3/4.
Like, pretzel, M&Ms. I had to pull the Doug there. My thought process broke down.
You did it way too quick. That should have been at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, true.
Then we're going to shake that. You want to drop some ice in here, Doug style?
No, because then you're just going to yell at me on how bad I am at ice.
Here. Right up against it. Right there.
It's cold when you do that.
It's cold in the ice. Really? That's your complaint? Is it's cold when you put your hand over the ice?
Yeah.
There we go. We're going to shake this up.
Do it.
The shaking arms, get ready! Hogan style!
Seriously. Quit kicking me.
I think it just stomped on your foot.
No, you didn't. My feet are on the chair, luckily.
Oh, you know what?
No, you don't need to do that again.
Here, put some ice in there.
You are breath, seriously?
Yeah. I hold my breath when I shake.
Why? Do you like to get lightheaded?
Yes, I love that.
Whoa. Seriously, scream over there.
That's no fun.
Yeah.
See, it's so boring over there.
No, it's not.
It totally is.
Oh, my chair's stuck. Mouth breather.
I had a mouth breather in class this week. It's annoying. And you know what? Unfortunately,
Did you say stop breathing through your mouth?
no, because every time I see somebody like that, they tend to be
16.
obscenely overweight.
Play-
Like they can't breathe.
And play video games.
No, like big. Like they have a hard time breathing.
That's why their mouth breathers.
Maybe.
They need more air.
I don't know. Maybe that's true. But whatever it was.
It's a boring looking drink.
Looks like the
If you
Oh
smell,
no! It's gonna smell like Coke. Here.
there's a hint of popcorn in there. Not anymore, but
Really?
I go over there.
What is going on? Somebody's probably just buying like one item at a time. So it's topped, but I feel like it. Oh, that like.
It's like a root beer flute.
Whoa!
Really? You're gonna make me taste it first?
I kind of just did. Wow. Thank you.
After all my complaining, it's not necessarily that bad.
No, it's weird though.
You get
It tastes like
salty popcorn.
it tastes like Cracker Jacks.
No. I tasted that with the
caramel?
kids' candy, and oh, they taste nasty. Like, oh, I thought these things were good before.
They were when we were kids.
Yeah, now they're like,
When
oh.
we were poor and we had no food and that was all we had.
When we lived on mac and cheese and ate ramen noodles. I like ramen noodles, actually. I would eat them now if they weren't so bad for you.
I'd eat them right. I'm going now. See.
Green eggs and ham. Sam I am. I would eat them on a boat.
Whoa.
And with a
yeah.
goat.
There's some alcohol in there now. Yeah, what is that? Obviously, popcorn is a centerpiece. It's like a root beer float of popcorn, which doesn't sound good when I say it like that.
No, but it works. It's very strange popcorn, but it's a good use of... I mean, what are you going to do with Oddka salty caramel popcorn? Seriously? Now you're
All
just
right,
doing it to annoy me.
Somebody's just being silly.
You're doing it to annoy me. I know you are. You're like, oh, this will get her. And you're right.
No, they're different people. Oh, there's two of them are Sean. One's Eric. Another's Gary.
Oh, but they're
all in the chat room. My head's starting to hurt.
Anyway, it's a really good use of
This. What else are you gonna do with
popcorn.
it? Because this is
exactly like this would make a drink horrible. There's a lot of bad ways to use this upside down dude.
That's
And
why Baroa. Why Boroa?
because he's upside down, that's why. And
Why is he upside down?
but this is actually a good way to use it.
It doesn't even make any sense because when you put him upside down, the rest of the stuff is falling the other way. I don't understand.
I know. I told you.
I don't know. The other one we have, I can't.
Kind of reminds
The
me of
other one's
Alice in
grass.
Wonderland for some reason.
Yeah. The other one's grass vodka, so it's probably more like bison grass.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where if I had to sit down and make a drink, it's not in front of your face hole, right? With the camera.
Oh, the camera's right there.
All right. This is one though where if I sat down and make a drink with it, I don't know that I would be able to pull it off. I think it would take a long time.
That's
and
what
a
I
lot
mean.
of
This is a
experimenting.
good drink for that. You taste the popcorn, but it's
You smell the popcorn.
kind of. Yeah, kind of.
And butterscotch. The heavy cream definitely gives it that. It gives it that flowy, heavy feel
Gives
to
it that root beer shake quality.
like it's like almost like a vanilla ice cream. You've got the
float.
butterscotch
Root beer
in there,
float,
so
not shake.
it's going the route of a float in design. The coffee liqueur is definitely a muted play. Like I guess you could get some, but
Yeah, you get a little.
it's
little bit.
not. I think it kind of complements this.
The popcorn.
the style of drink.
Strangely enough,
And the soda, I don't taste Coke. I think
I'll
it's,
have to hand it to you, Antonin. When I read these ingredients, I'm like, what are you doing to us? But it's a decent drink.
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't expect
would I
that.
sit down and drink the whole glass?
I would probably. This would
don't
make a
know.
good low ball, like a half the size of all these ingredients, because there are a lot of ingredients in here. So
I mean, you really have to like popcorn.
and the problem is you can't half it very well because there's a quarter ounce of these other things.
Right.
So
It would be like a splash.
yeah, I don't really. I guess you could make a couple of them. Like if you made a couple low balls for different people.
Yeah.
I don't really know how else you do a half
It's an
a quarter
interesting
ounce.
drink. It's a good invention and a good use of the salty popcorn there.
Smells nice.
And you did a good job.
That's really neat.
It's quality. Quality,
It's
Anton.
quality. It's like the Colorado Bulldog meets a mudslide meets popcorn.
Yeah.
All together.
But it works somehow.
That would all work as long as they don't meet together in one glass.
They did. You just
But
said
no,
they
like-
knit together. Now you're contradicting.
The exact recipes all poured together probably wouldn't taste like this because there's no
Never.
popcorn in there.
Corn.
Popcorn. Yeah.
There is no cup corn in there.
So you're going to be making a lot of these because I really haven't yet to figure out. You'd have to go to Oddka's website to see what else they have in the Oddka line that would fit the. I'm sure they have some, but
Yeah,
this is one that you can't just put. Oh, just throw it in some soda. Just throw it in some Mountain Dew.
Right.
This will destroy a lot of drinks if used inappropriately.
That's what I mean, and he did a good job of
Right.
using it.
It just needs some Tabasco. No, not really.
Question
Done?
of the day.
Oh!
I remembered.
Question: What is
Yeah.
the weirdest drink you've had ever made? We may have asked it before. What's the weirdest drink you've ever made?
Well, yeah, because see, this would qualify probably as the weirdest drink.
Yeah.
But it's a good. It works. There's something about it that works, but it's strange.
How about what is the weirdest vodka infusion that you've had from for a bartender? From a bartender. I had one this week. It wasn't vodka though. It was we asked for somebody was like, "Oh, we need some Fireball whiskey." A couple of the guys at work, and
You
I'm
need
like,
to slow this story down.
and so I was at this bar. No. And we were at the bar, and they asked for, like, oh, have you ever had Fireball whiskey? There was only like 3 or 4 of us there. And everyone was like, no. I'm like, they just look at me, right? Because they know, oh, that guy probably
I
has.
have.
So I'm like, yeah, I've had Fireball whiskey. I just went through a bottle. And it was right after we did the Angry Bomb. So we had just used Fireball whiskey not too long prior to that.
Say, dudes, don't you watch my show?
Right.
What's your problem?
Actually, some of them do. And so we ordered, we're like, there's Eric. We wanted Fireball whiskey. And the waitress
Sounds
was
like
like,
our dog when he sleeps.
yes. And the waitress was like, oh, well, we don't have Fireball whiskey, but we have whiskey with fireballs. Like, what? So they had like,
They just throw fireballs in their whiskey.
yeah, it's Jameson with fireballs in it. And then the other one they had was cinnamon bourbon from Jack Daniels. So I'm like, I had to. Like, at that point, I'm like,
That's a ghetto bar, I'm sorry.
you know what? Just give me the fireballs and the whiskey.
We can't buy Fireball whiskey, so we just buy fireballs and buy whiskey and combine them.
Yeah. And it was okay. It was a little too candy whiskey. Like, it was still potent, but it tasted... Fireball whiskey and fireballs in whiskey,
Not the same.
they're not actually the same. I don't really know why.
No,
but
because it's still Fireball whiskey has a good alcohol kick to it.
it's the theme. Like,
But
when you think about it, you're like,
a fireball.
one thing and 2 things. Put them together, you get something good out of it, right? But it didn't work
One and
right.
Thing two, there are problems. See, this thing 1 and thing 2 are problems.
Yes. We could have worn a thing 1 and thing 2 shirts.
We could have, but
Or
we
actually,
didn't.
we're 3 and 4.
We're 3 and 4. Our
But
kids are 1 and 2.
I was just very surprised at how much it was not nearly what I would have expected out of the real Fireball whiskey. But it was an infusion at a bar from a bartender, and it was a good attempt. But it's not
I still
a
would have
good
called ghetto.
attempt.
I would have said, sorry,
your
man.
ghetto
You
Jamesons?
get the ghetto card.
I mean,
I think you should just make cards that say ghetto on them, and when you go into bars that do ghetto things, you just place it down.
I'm gonna.
You get the ghetto card.
Oh, no,
I'm
guess
sorry.
what? The same bar. This is a sports bar, by the way. The same bar in San Diego. It's called Barley Mash, and I asked for. I'm like, you guys have what's that cool ginger beer? What's that cool beer that tastes like ginger? So I'm like, do you guys have ginger beer? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, can I have a dark and stormy? What's in that? I'm like, all right. This is the waitress. I'm like, ginger beer, dark rum, typically Goslings. We don't have Goslings. Okay, well, a dark rum. Like, what about so-and-so? I'm like, whatever. Myers or
Is
whatever.
it dark?
I don't know what this thing was they brought me, but it tasted to me like if you took maybe ginger beer that didn't have any ginger flavor to. I don't even know what it is, but it tasted like agave nectar and honey. Sweet. There was no ginger. It was like
Maybe they don't know what ginger.
It was like
is.
like a half agave nectar honey thing with rum on the top. I don't know.
It says beer, but it's not a beer, folks.
I don't know what they gave me, but it was not what I ordered.
Telling you, whip out the ghetto card.
That is a ghetto. That's what you play. I'm gonna have to play the ghetto card on
Play the
here.
ghetto card. I'm sorry.
And so
Your bar is ghetto.
2 stories for the price of 1.
In the ghetto.
Thank you, Antona, for this recipe. The big Oddoski.
It worked.
It works. Make it. Get yourself some Oddka.
Don't tell people to do that.
Get yourself some.
Seriously, this. That hurt.
I don't hear it.
Headache.
Huh?
Yeah, you don't hear it because it's coming out of your noise hole. It doesn't shoot backwards at your ears.
But it's coming.
You fool.
It's not this much distance.
Projecting this way. Anyway.
I don't know what I'm saying. Go buy Oddka and make this. Just do it. And then we'll figure out what to do with the rest of the bottle. And so will you. Make us a recipe with it. That's good. That's your challenge for the week. Oddka, you know, we had... Oh, we still have to go back and do the squirt recipes. I still have those.
Oh, the beans. I thought Curtis was supposed to...
Curtis is... I'll get Curtis to get me the bean squirts.
The curd was supposed to pick a winner. We had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out. So I'm telling you to go make this. You're not going to win anything, but it's going to be a good time.
Curd never picked a winner.
No.
Curd?
Oh, that's all set. No. Every winner's that needed to be picked is picked.
Then what's your problem?
I don't have any bean squirt recipes to do. Or I don't remember. I don't remember.
Stop bringing stuff up.
I don't think that was
wrong.
a contest. It was just, he was going to probably give some swag, maybe. I don't know. I have to ask Curd what he said he was going to do. Go. Curd left that here, by the way. Everydaydiggers.com.
Oh, that's curds?
Yeah.
I was wondering why you'd ever buy that.
We'll teach you how to drink.